he intends on playing football again.
That's the plan right now. But again, we don't know what helmet he's going to wear. We haven't heard him officially sign off on that. We don't know when he's going to be back there. Keep in mind that he left last Friday, about 9 days ago, when the Raiders said to him, you need to wear the new approved helmet, and he was uncomfortable doing that. He left camp because of the helmet issue that today had something of a resolution to it, but we don't know how he is going to feel about that and how he is going to handle that.
All right.
So we'll wait and see.
This is a fantasy football marathon. I know Antonio Brown is one of the coveted players in fantasy football. So Matthew, our expert on fantasy football as it stands, give us how this impacts now if people are drafting tonight this Antonio Brown news.
Listen, you like him saying I'm going to play. That's a better development than it was 24 hours ago. But there's still a ton of risk here. So you're going from Big Ben to Derek Carr. That's a downgrade. All due respect to Derek Carr, you're not Big Ben, okay? You know what I mean? Like, if they're 2-5, like, this is a guy that quit on his team last year, Damien.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me there's not risk with Antonio Brown. I have him. Right now, I'm at wide receiver 13. The news that he's going to report that was done before this taping.
Yeah.
I would move him up inside my top 10, but not on my top 7 or 8. Like, he's like just behind Mike Evans for me.
Quick fix, not taping, very live here.
Well, yeah,
you know what
marathon. Before this show.
Damien Woody, you're a veteran in this locker room. You've been dealing with all due respect with the Antonio Brown garbage now since minicamp. Now we're here. If you're a veteran in the locker room, what do you want to see from this player now?
Well, first of all, it'd be nice to have him in camp. I know that the foot is holding him back from being out there in practice, but at least be part of the team. You know, when you're injured as a player, one of the feelings that you have is you're not a part of the team. Well, he's physically not in camp. I want to see him in camp, you know, hanging out with the fellas, taking mental reps. You know, you can't be out on the football field taking the physical reps, but at least be engaged with the rest of the team to let everyone know that, you know what, this guy's all into what we're trying to do this year with the Oakland Raiders.
Are you reaching out to him? Are you texting him saying get in camp? Because there's that NFL rule, you never touch another man's wallet, but now this is off the field stuff. Are you reaching out to him?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is not about money, okay? Right. We're past that. This is about the whole helmet situation. That has been, the NFL has ruled on that. And so now as a veteran player, first of all, I want to see from his mental makeup, how's he doing?
Yeah.
And then I want to try to talk to the guy, come back to camp, man. Hang out with the fellas. That's the best place you can be right now at this state of mind.
Schefter.
He also wants to feel supported by the organization, which he didn't like, I don't believe, the fact that they said, hey, you got to abide by the rules. We had to wear this helmet or we're going to be fined or lose a draft pick. And so when they didn't stand by him, I don't think he appreciated that very much. And I think that he wants to feel appreciated and respected. And when John Gruden stepped to the podium on Saturday night and said, hey, we're supporting our guy, I think that's in relation to him knowing how Antonio Brown feels.
When it comes to drafting Antonio Brown, it really depends on what kind of player you are. If you are risk averse, there is risk there, right? But if you're a, YOLO, it's first or nothing, obviously the talent is massive and you know he's going to get an immense target share. It just sort of depends on what kind of talent what kind of player you are when you're drafting. He's not going to get out of the second round.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.